In today's Romania, the poor live just as they did centuries ago. Modern industry offers little opportunity to those at the bottom of the food chain. And Romania's industry itself is struggling to cope as export markets shrink, the economy contracting nearly 8% this year. Despite all this economic gloom and a difficult start to the year, carmaker Dacia is now doing surprisingly well. Sales are up more than 25% year-on-year after a 50% drop last year. The increase largely a result of demand for cheap cars in Western Europe, where consumers took advantage of government-backed car scrapping programs. Elena Nita has worked for Dacia since Ceausescu's rule, and she remembers well how hard times were. Ceausescu was paying off the country's international debts by exporting everything it produced. Nita says times are very different now, and she's proud of the company's success. Most of all, though, she's glad she has a job. I don't even want to think about what it would be like if I didn't have this, she says. It will be so difficult. I mean, can't you see what's happening in the country with the unemployment?
You won't see many of these at Dacia. Most of the work here is done by hand. It's much more labour-intensive, especially for a mass-produced car. But Dacia says it's a lot cheaper.
Production costs are low because wages here at Dacia are only around a fifth of those of Western European car makers. Business model works for now, though the figures don't yet reflect what will happen once the cash for clunkers incentive falls away. For other businesses across Romania, it's been a case of adapt or die.
This is Ceausescu's pyjamas.
Back in Ceausescu's time, clothesmaker Conflux used to embroider the dictator's bed linen. Now it makes clothes for fashion houses in Western Europe. When orders reduced by half earlier in the year, Conflux had to drastically readjust its business model.
That means, we don't have any more orders for 500 or 1,000 pieces per garment, per style. We can work orders from one piece per style. So we had to become more and more flexible and try to don't lose any order possible.
Conflux workers are lucky the company hasn't had to cut staff. But unemployment almost doubled this year to just over 7%. The International Monetary Fund's $30 billion aid package is on hold until the government comes up with a solid budget plan. So far, it hasn't. And the sorry state of the country's finances is all too clear. Investments in infrastructure are on hold. Downtown Bucharest is crumbling for lack of funds. For the average Romanian, there is little to smile about as one of the poorest countries in Europe limps its way through the global financial crisis. Diana Magne, CNN, Bucharest, Romania.